Thanks everyone for coming to tonight's show. This is Julia Anderson with Real Talk. Tonight's discussion is the third part of an 8-part series about the open secret of spousal abuse in the lesbian and gay community. Sitting in our chair tonight is Dr. Alexandra Porter. Welcome to our show, Dr. Porter.
Thank you for inviting me to the show.
Tell us a little about yourself.
I have a master's degree in psychology with an emphasis in marriage and family counseling. My specialty is the lesbian and gay community.
The series will give an overview of what is domestic violence, the first signs of abuse, 2 couples speaking on their lives being in an abusive relationship, signs of abuse for friends and family, the law, resources to get help, and a wrap-up of the series. Okay, let's get started. Let me introduce Jennifer and Marilyn Bagley. Welcome to our show.
Hi Julia, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Hello. And say hello to Dr. Porter.
Howdy, Dr. Porter.
Hello. Would one of you like to tell us your story?
We met our first year in college and hit it off immediately. I initially thought telling me what to do, think, and act was cute, and her way of showing she cared about me. That picking me up and throwing me on the bed to have sex was a fun.
What changed?
One of my high school friends was getting married, and when I told Marilyn I was going to the wedding, I was forbidden to go. And when I said I was going, I was grabbed and pushed against the wall. I had bruises on my arms and on my back.
What did you do?
I secretly emailed my brother and told him to come and get me.
What is your memory of that event, Marilyn? I remember her brother coming into our dorm room and threatening me. I know I shouldn't have grabbed and pushed Jen, but she didn't have to leave either. You left the relationship, Jennifer.
I did. I packed up all my things and moved into an apartment.
What made you come back?
First is that I love Marilyn. Second, she promised she would never put her hands on me again, and we went to therapy. But that is when the emotional and verbal abuse started.
If I may step in here, because that is an important point. When the physical abuse stopped, the emotional and verbal abuse began. Again, there are many parts to being in an abusive relationship.
Jen began to nag me on a regular basis. And when I would try and leave, she would stand in front of me and almost dare me to touch her. And knowing she would call her brother, it forced me to become verbal.
I never threatened Marilyn. But I did know I had an ace in the hole and sometimes intimated that I would use it. I'm not proud of that.
What was your response to that, Marilyn?
I began to work longer hours and spend more time away from her. And when we were together, I had little to say to her.
I'm watching your body language, Marilyn, and seeing your arms crossed. You seem like you are on the defensive.
There are 2 sides to every story, and I have been made out to be the bad guy, when in actuality, it was a mutually abusive relationship. So how do you both handle conflict now?
I don't bring other people into our relationship, and I don't try and push Marilyn into physical confrontations.
And what about you, Marilyn? I just leave. Most of our conflicts are her nagging me, so I just leave.
So nothing gets resolved.
As I said before, most of our conflicts are her nagging me.
And the other times?
I do whatever it takes to make her shut up.
Aw, baby.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you both still in therapy? Because I think you both still have work to do on the communication part of your relationship.
Yes, we are still in therapy.
I want everyone to know that both Marilyn and Jennifer are courageous for coming on the show and sharing their story with us.
And I want to thank Marilyn, Jennifer, and Dr. Porter for being on tonight's show.
Thank you and bye everyone.
It's been real.
My pleasure, Julia. Thank you for having me.
I want to thank you all for coming to the show. Please come back for the fourth part of this 8-part series on domestic violence in the lesbian and gay community. This is Julia Anderson with Real Talk. Bye-bye.